Hey everyone, my name is David Davis, also known as Rainbow Runner. And tonight, I'm going to start a new series on my YouTube channel. And this is showcasing and explaining my whole experience with specific movies. So this is going to be episode 1. And this is going to be dedicated to a series whose 4th installment is coming out on this Friday, June 21st. And one that I've had very nostalgic memories with. And one started as the first ever feature-length computer animated film. That's right. Toy Story. Yeah, you'll see I have a good collection. Like, seriously. This is a film series that has had profound effects, not only in my childhood, but even in recent years. So, let's start out with the toys I have. So, I have my Woody doll. There's a snake in my boot. I actually have my name written on Woody's boot. Just like Andy. And I actually remember my older brother found this alien LGM Little Green Men. He found this in a claw machine, and he actually got it. Little rip there, but on the hand. But and then lastly we have my Buzz Lightyear figure, which I keep these in my. I keep in my Disney corner in my living room. And so yeah, very nice. And I also have Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head, and I've heard that recently the Potato Heads actually existed before Toy Story, but yeah, Mr. Potato Head, and kind of have a little fun right here. Prepare to eat Mr. Angry Eyes. Oh, and he's kind of falling apart, but I'm doing this one-handed, and we have Mrs. Potato Head as well. And I have a little piggy bank that I got a while with Woody and Buzz. And actually, this I found in a nearby park. This is Forky from Toy Story 4. And now, in terms of my home video collection, first of all, I want to say I watched Toy Story 1 and 2 on VHS many times as a kid. This is the 96 VHS of Toy Story, which doesn't have the cover. I think my older sister ripped it off back then, but open it up. You have your ink label. Now, I've heard there are variants of this that actually have a sticker label rather than an ink label. The print date here is reading October 5th of 1996. This version has the Hercules trailer that doesn't have as much behind the scenes footage, because there are two variants of this where the Hercules trailer is different. And I have the 2000 VHS of Toy Story 2. You have your side with Woody and Buzz as the profile picture. The rare sequel that lives up to its predecessor. To infinity and beyond. Totally irresistible. Blah, blah, blah. And they have the bonus content. And this is the 2000 VHS. Your ink label. Print date is reading October 28th of 2000. This was released the print date was like just over a week before I was born. I was born on September 7th, although this actually came out on October 17th. And they also have the spin-off Buzz Lightyear of Star Command, The Adventure Begins, which is pretty much serving as a precursor to the short-lived animated series, which I believe like the whole movie serves as the first 3 episodes. And Actually, something cool is that the To Infinity and Beyond song that plays during the credits, it's actually performed by William Shatner, so connection to Star Trek for all. Yeah, Buzz Lightyear Star Command, The Adventure Begins. And June 29th of 2000. And I found this cool that this advertises the Toy Story 2 VHS, and Toy Story 2's VHS advertises Buzz Lightyear Star Command. They both have almost the exact trailer for Emperor's New Groove, and although they have different trailers for Fantasia 2000. And I just found it really fitting because, those came out the year I was born. Now, I also have the Ultimate Pixar Movie Collection that was released, I believe, 2008. That compiles the most recent DVD releases of all the Pixar films from Toy Story to Ratatouille. You have the top, and you have various movie characters and stuff. Among them being Buzz Lightyear, at least on this side. But you have other Pixar characters as well. And Wheezy. This part in particular has the 2005 10th anniversary edition of Toy Story 1. You have the disc for the film. 10th anniversary edition. And then you have Toy Story 2's release that coincided with the 10th anniversary release. And by the way, this version, this DVD actually does not have the outtakes that play during the credits, although you can find them on the bonus disc. In my opinion, I would rather have the outtakes play during the credits. But yeah, that bonus disc also contains like the Woody's Roundup music video, which is actually after the film on the VHS. So yeah, there's that. And I may have to put the camera down so I can get this closed. I think I got it. Okay. And I also have Toy Story 3 as well on DVD, which is kind of cracked here, and you have your disc. But yeah. Now, for the record, I did see Toy Story 1 and 2 when they did the double feature in 3D back in 2009 before Toy Story 3 came out. And I did see Toy Story 3 exactly 9 years ago on June 19th of 2010, the second day that it was in theaters. I actually saw it twice in theaters, too. So I just thought that was kind of cool. But as you would expect, these have had nostalgic effects on me. And actually, some other fun facts about the films is that Toy Story 1's runtime is 81 minutes, Toy Story 2's runtime is 92 minutes, and Toy Story 3's runtime is 103 minutes. I wonder if Toy Story 4 will end up being 114 minutes. But, yeah. And I have some toy soldiers and stuff. I don't think they're exactly like Sarge, but forgot to mention that. But seriously, that was huge. Now, one of the reasons why the VHS versions were very nostalgic for me was not only for just the films, but some of the extra stuff on it, like the VHS of Toy Story 2, which I believe the 2000 DVD counterpart has, but not the 2005 DVD, but the 2000. I believe that has the Luxo Jr. Pixar short, which it was very nostalgic for me. Although I do have the DVD with the volume 1 of the Pixar shorts as well. But it's simply amazing just how much influence such a film can have. All three are great. And the first Toy Story was selected for preservation in the National Film Registry by the Library of Congress in 2005, being one of 6 films that was selected within their first year of eligibility. Now you're probably asking, what's my favorite of the Toy Story movies? I have to say Toy Story 2. And it may be just because for nostalgic purposes and stuff, but I really honestly think 2 is my favorite. And now I've heard people say that 2 is the weakest of them, but that's their opinion. I have my opinion. I think 2 is my favorite of the Toy Story films to date. And even in recent years, I can relate back to Toy Story in a lot of ways. Like, back in 2016, February of 2016, my choir went to Reno, Nevada for my freshman year because we had the Barbershop Harmony Society, and we actually got snowed in an extra night. But that was the first time I ever flew on a plane. And I bet you can guess which movie's climactic sequence was literally playing in my head during while we were in Reno Airport and on the flight home. Yeah, but I also know the movies well enough that I could practically play them in my head from beginning to end. In fact, I really have done that a few times. Well, I think I've played Toy Story 1 in my head from beginning to end. Sometimes when I'm just hanging out at home. I remember one time I was playing Pokemon Go at Tumbleweed Park in Chandler at night, and I played Toy Story 2 in my head from beginning to end while playing. And then on my flight home from New York, which I do have footage of the takeoff and landing, I played Toy Story 3 in my head. But man, that's just example. I'm among those whose experience with Toy Story just is amazing. And it definitely remains my favorite of all Pixar films. I think 2 might be my all-time favorite Pixar movie. The nostalgia is just amazing. And even when I'm, have graduated high school and I'm grown up, you can always be young at heart. I'm practically as old as Andy in Toy Story 3. Well, or possibly even older. I guess he was 17. Well, I was 18. But we're both in that position, having just graduated high school and moving on to the real world. But again, you can always be young at heart. Nothing should ever prevent you from enjoying the same things that you enjoyed as a kid. Kind of like these. Now, you're probably asking me, what about Toy Story 4? Honestly, I'll go see it. I definitely will. Although, I am actually kind of nervous. Because apparently, Tim Allen got really emotional during the final scene of the movie. So, I am kind of skeptical about it. Because I hope that Toy Story 4's ending, it does not undermine the perfect ending of the third movie. But I definitely will go see it. And before I do, I think I'm definitely going to do just a marathon. Rewatch the first 3 movies. Just because I can. And all the toys, all the characters are just so memorable. Randy Newman's score and even all the songs and stuff are just amazing and nostalgic. Like You've Got Fred in Me all the different variations, like the original from the first Toy Story, Wheezy's version from 2, the Spanish version in 3, and other songs like Strange Things, I'll Go Sailing No More, Woody's Roundup, When She Loved Me, and even things like We Belong Together at the end of the third one. But yeah. But yeah, this film series is just amazing. All all three movies are great. I hope 4 will be fantastic as well. Yeah, 3 ended up being not only the highest grossing movie of 2010, but the highest grossing animated movie of all time until Frozen surpassed it. I wonder how 4 will do. I don't know if it'll gross as high as things like Avengers Endgame, but I hope great things from Toy Story 4. Well, anyways, I think that'll about wrap up this video. So, thank you all for watching this video. You guys can definitely share your experiences from this movie series. I'm sure a lot of you have had lots of enjoyment from this. I certainly did. And even to this day, you can look back on it, and in fact, yeah, even you can even check out my 4th of July special video where I actually lit a firework with a magnifying glass, like in the first Toy Story. But yeah, you can definitely share your thoughts. Although I will kindly ask that you don't spoil Toy Story 4. Just not only for me, but for everyone else who's viewing this video. Just for the courtesy and for the sake of enjoyment for everybody. So, yeah. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you later. Rainbow Runner, heading out for now.